Hello, and welcome to another creative empath meditation. This is Hannah Rodriguez. Today, we will be talking about cultivating integrity, truthfulness, and accountability in love. So let's take a moment to ground ourselves now, noticing the floor supporting you, looking around your space, noticing 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, 2 things that you can feel, and 1 thing that you can taste. And taking 3 deep belly breaths. Many of us who desire to live a creative and inspired life have to continually renew our sense of who we are through returning to our values. And one of those very important values to someone who's trying to live a truthful and creative life is integrity. And integrity means being willing to be truthful with yourself and others, staying true to your word, staying true to your commitments, honoring what you say you will do, doing what you say, and meaning what you say. And one of the hard truths about cultivating a life of creativity and integrity is that if we're honest with ourselves, there are times when we do fall short of our own intentions. There are times when the impact of our actions causes unintentional harm. And it's so important that we can learn to be truthful and honest and humble and real, and be able to show up and be present in moments of deep pain, maybe guilt, shame, whatever it is that we feel when we fall short of our intentions. And part of the creative process of living a creative and integrative life is that we need to be able to create a safe space for emotional healing for ourselves and for others. And this is not always an easy process, because often we want to skip past seeing the painful truth of our mistakes, especially seeing the pain that we cause others by, not living up to our own word, or even having blind spots where we don't see how our actions are coming off or are causing pain to someone else. And so it's so important for us to slow it down, breathe, become mindful, and be still and be silent in the moment, and allow the feelings to come up. Don't block the feeling. If you feel guilt, let yourself feel the guilt. Let yourself sit with that emotion, letting that guilt to come up like a wave, and fully be with that feeling And if you're with another person, be with the feelings of that person as you listen. This is how we make repair. We must repair trust with others, and we must repair trust with ourselves in order to go on renewing our sense of integrity and sense of self-trust and trust in relationships. Repair is so important. So I will ask you today, are there any relationships right now in your life where you're trying to escape the feeling of having done something wrong or hurt somebody or even hurt yourself in some way? And if the answer is yes, don't despair, because these are the things that make us human, right? We all make mistakes. We all screw up. And a part of our humanity is that we need each other and we need to make repair in order to go on in a healthy relationship in a healthy way. So, if this is the case, don't be afraid to bring up the issue with your person. Go ahead and ask that person how your actions have impacted them, and let them know that this is an emotionally safe space for them to share, and that you will listen and you're not going to judge them. You're not going to try to deny or minimize, but instead you're going to listen and you're going to feel with them and be present in that moment. Let the moment come, let it flow organically. Allow yourself to feel whatever it feels like to have that conversation. Even if you need to shed a tear, even if you have to express some uncomfortable truths, be willing to have that repair conversation. So much that we get wrong in relationship has to do with rejection of another person or rejection of self when things go wrong. And in a healthy relationship where two people genuinely care for each other, healthy accountability comes in the form of being willing to have these difficult conversations so that you can restore trust in self and others. And maybe negotiate a healthy change of plan, a healthy behavior change, or change of the pattern or dynamic in the relationship. Remember to move slowly. Remember, in a healthy relationship, accountability is the same as love. So we hold each other accountable in love. We hold each other accountable in emotional safety. We hold each other accountable not as a way to reject or exile the other, but we hold each other accountable because we know the other person cares and wants to restore things. And we know the other person is capable of more, is capable of doing better. And so we dive into this conversation braving the wilderness of the pain that will come up and the hard truths that have to be faced and the vulnerability and the rawness of the emotion. And we're rewarded with deeper intimacy, better connection, improved trust, an improved sense of integrity, and a renewed sense of faith in ourselves. And in a creative life, this is how we unblock ourselves in relationship to others. And this is how we unblock our own creativity, because often we become stagnant or stuck when we've had a tiff with someone that we care about. We cannot get past the emotional stuckness until we are willing to make repair. And so this week, I want you to think about, maybe journal, if you're feeling stuck or stagnant or blocked, journal about what you think the mental and emotional blocks may be stemming from. Is there a relationship with yourself or a relationship with someone else that needs a repair? And if it's with yourself, you can hold yourself accountable in love too, and you can agree to come to your higher self, your higher consciousness, and create a new, altered, changed behavioral response, or find your wise mind in which you can bring your emotions and your logic together to carve a new path, choose something different that is healthier than what you've been doing. And when we're able to unblock our creativity, we'll begin to be rewarded with the benefits of taking our creativity deeper and farther and developing our skills and honing our intuition and honing our artistic talents, because we will no longer be held back by these emotional setbacks or these emotional blocks. But we will free ourselves. We'll create more space where we can flow with life and flow with source, flow with universe as it wants to create through us. Let's seal our meditation with the beautiful sound of Om, inhaling Om. Namaste, my friends.